Welcome to Moving Forward, sponsored by MPW Mocklink TV and Mocklink Internet, online at mpw.org. Each weekday morning, our local talk segment brings you the people who are helping move our community forward. Let's start the show.
Good morning, AM 860, FM 95.1, KWPC. I'm Jordan Davis. Thanks for joining us this morning for Moving Forward here on this Wednesday, September 26th. And as always, brought to you by Muscatine Power and Water. Say hello to Mocklink Phone, your new local phone company. Fiber customers get it now. Switching is easy, and you can keep your old number. Learn more at mpw.org. Again, I'm Jordan Davis. I'm joined in studio this morning by Nathan Mather,
Hey,
Muscatine County Board of Supervisors. How are you this morning?
I'm doing all right. It's a beautiful day to be alive. I do have 3 sick kids at home.
Oh, gosh.
I know.
Change of weather, you think?
You know, I think it's just one of those things going around. It cycles through the schools. But I'm supposed to. My daughter said she had her birthday yesterday, so I'm supposed to say hi to my beautiful oldest daughter, Mara, who just turned 9.
Very nice. Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, hi, guys. I love you. But yeah, you know, it's other than that, they'll make a speedy recovery. It's a great day.
Excellent. And it is nice out. And I think we're only sitting at like 55, 56 degrees already yet this morning, and it's only supposed to get to 60 something. This is the weather I live for.
I like this. The fall weather reminds me of football and all that good stuff. So hopefully no tornadoes.
Right. Yeah. Yesterday was kind of seemed like it could have been a ringer, but we got lucky, I think.
Yeah.
But excellent. Well, we're excited to have you in now. There's always stuff going on in Muscatine. You're one of the guys that's good to come to when we want to hear about just exactly what all that is. So what's going on? What's on your plate?
Well, you know, it's funny because you called me the other week and said, hey, what's going on? And I kind of got a list of things together. And then since then, a whole new set of things have started happening. So one of the first most interesting things that's happening right now at the county level is our longtime assistant county attorney, Corey Shippey, who's a great attorney, has gotten promoted. She is going to be taking over as an associate judge, I believe, in Scott County here in the next little while. So, yeah, so we're sad to see her go, but happy for her. She's been, you know, a great asset since, almost 2000. She's been here, as I understand, and, we will really miss her. So there's going to be some changes. We're trying to figure out how to transition. And, everybody deals with filling empty positions when people move or retire or whatnot. But it's interesting for our county attorney, who, of course, one of their major jobs, that office, is to prosecute crimes. And many people may not know it, but there's something called the Speedy Trial Act, which is basically, it was designed by the founders of the Constitution. So, hey, you get charged, you got to come to trial. They can't just leave you sitting there without a trial. So what that means is that we've got to have people who can take cases and try them. So right now we're trying to figure out exactly how to move ahead, looking for some new folks. And as you might imagine, about the worst time to try and hire an assistant county attorney is when the current county attorney is up for election in 6 weeks, because not a whole lot of job security there. So we're trying to figure out what to do. It's a good problem to have, but it's kind of amazing. Our county attorney office has it's either 2 or 3 now, I can't remember which, but of the assistants there have become judges in just the last few years. So I think that speaks volumes for the skill of the people that we've had, as well as their leadership. So right now we're looking for continuity. We're looking for someone who can come in and hold the reins, and it's going to be interesting. I'm sure whoever we get will be great, but that's one of the things that we're facing, and that just cropped up since you and I had last spoken. Another thing that's going on, I think, is really good is you and I have talked before about kind of the mental health initiatives that we've got going on. And one of those is, I've described it a little bit before, but to recap for folks, we were about 3 years ago, it's longer than that now, but a few years ago we were put into mental health regions. And there was kind of an inconsistent taxation system that went to fund those. And because of some old caps on funding and the like, which probably too boring to get into, but basically Muscatine and some of the other counties in our region were sending lots and lots of money to Scott County, through no fault of Scott County's own, just the way the laws worked out. We have now, I just introduced a motion and got it passed at our region to recoup $800,000 of Muscatine County money that we're going to be getting back over the next year. So, that's $800,000 that we won't have to take out of the taxpayers' pockets, and we can still provide great services. Our community services director, Kathy Anderson-Knoll, is working with our region, and we're getting a whole lot of new opportunities to serve people here. One thing at 1616 Cedar Street, which is right down there at the end of Parham, at the bottom of the hill.
Okay.
Robert Young Center has just opened up. I don't know if a clinic is the right word, but they provide services. People who, maybe can't get in to see a healthcare provider to get their medicines taken care of, can get bridge appointments where they can get at least a prescription so they don't have to go off their medication.
Gotcha.
As you might imagine, especially with mental health medication, consistency is the key.
Right.
So, pardon me, anything we can do to help those folks, bridge that gap and even things out is great. They also have telehealth appointments, so even if you can't get yourself up to the Quad Cities or to Iowa City, you can get in there and get an appointment and get evaluated. And Vera French, another one of our providers, is also offering same-day psych counseling services. Now, for that, you do right now have to go up to the Quad Cities, but we're looking at a time when there's a national shortage of psychiatrists, so sometimes it's taking people 2 and 3 and 4 months to get an appointment. So anything that can get them in the door and at least get them on the path to counseling, I think is a real plus. So
absolutely,
we got great things going on there, and with the money we've recouped, we're going to be able to do more and more. So those are just 2 of the things that we've got going on. Our engineering department, as always, it's not very glamorous, but they're taking care of the roads. In fact, I just got an email the other day from a resident out on the northeast side of town who said, "Hey, my because of the rains recently, the shoulder along my road is washed out, and I brought it to the county engineer's attention." And I tell you, within 2 or 3 days, they had fixed that thing right up. And
okay.
I got a real nice email from the lady back, and she was really happy. So it just feels good when we can provide that service.
Absolutely.
We're never going to keep everybody happy. Everybody always wishes they had a paved road in great shape.
Yep.
But, when we can provide service in a timely fashion, it's just really gratifying to see that. And frankly, it's nice to hear good things back from the people. So that really lifts our spirits.
Yeah.
So,
and they're probably gearing up for winter, aren't they? Because it's
oh yeah,
it's going to not be too long before they're going to be out in force for snow plows and salt roadways and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do we use salt here? I know there's some places use like ash that they'll use ash a little bit more.
Well, sometimes we do a combination. It depends on whether you're looking for melting or traction.
Gotcha.
And I'm hardly an expert on what to do. In fact, one of our supervisors, Matt Bonebreak, used to work on the road crew, so he's a guy who knows a lot, and he can always kind of explain to the rest of us exactly kind of what concentrations go on what. But there, it was really dry and then it was really wet. That always provides a lot of challenge.
Yeah.
We've got some projects going on around the county. We had the Ragbri came through right as we were trying to do a paving project, that was interesting. So
I think they're bikers. They can go off road, right?
Yeah, well,
maybe not so much for the Ragbri.
No, but I'd say our engineering department handled that with great ability, and really I think went pretty smoothly. So we, like I say, we've got a lot going on. Our county auditor, Leslie Soul, who I think is in her last term, she served us for 60, 70, 80 years. No,
wow.
No. It's been 20 or 25 years, something like that. But she's always made sure our county elections run really smoothly. And I haven't seen any guys with fur hats waving Russian flags around trying to steal anything in Muscatine County. So she must be doing a great job. But one thing I do want to plug for her is that we always need poll workers. It's whenever you go out and vote, you'll see there's the nice folks sitting there who hand you your ballot, who answer your questions. Those folks are hard to come by, finding volunteers like that. And I think they do get paid a small amount, certainly not what they're worth. But if anybody out there is interested in serving as a poll worker, just contact the auditor's office. I know they'll fantastically gratified to have you. Definitely check into that.
Polls are going to be opening soon. It's going to be midterms.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe it's already on us. The rest of the world's going crazy. Muscatine is it's like an island of sanity, I feel like. You see signs around, but I haven't heard any crazy accusations. I haven't heard any people getting on anybody's back. It's fortunately a pretty nice place to live still in a world that seems to have gone mad.
Yeah, no kidding. But so we're looking forward to that. And then, folks, you can get out and vote. Now, I know I've been seeing a lot of it on a lot of the social medias, the get registered to vote, because there's a lot of folks, especially maybe my age and younger, it's hard for me to say that because, I'm 3 or 4 or 5 years off of 18, the age to vote. So younger than me isn't a normal one. But you need to get registered to vote because your vote matters, and you're going to be able to get out there and support who you want to support. There's all sorts of ways to do it. Just go check it out online. Be sure to get registered to vote. I wanted to make my plug for that today because you need to get registered to vote. It's an important thing to be doing.
That's right. And remember, if you're going to vote the way I want you to, the election's on Tuesday. If you're going to vote against the way I want you to, show up Wednesday.
Excellent. Well, I would suggest you stick with Tuesday.
Probably Tuesday. Yeah. No, so, I mean, there's just a whole lot going on. And, business-wise in the county, I think people are doing pretty well. Iowa's got, I think, the second lowest unemployment rate in the country.
That was one of the topics yesterday in our Ag Roundtable they were talking about.
It's a great thing. It also creates challenges because it is harder than heck to find qualified workers to fill the positions. So that's the other thing. I sit on the school board, and we're trying to churn out folks who are educated, who not just can fill in the boxes on an ACT or an SAT, but who understand thinking and can learn the skills that are going to not only help their employers, but help them to have a career that provides for their families. So that's something we're really looking to do. And, before you know it, school board elections next year are going to be coming. In fact, we just had a resignation of a longtime member on the school board, Tim Bauer, who has done great work, great service, took a position in another town. But we reappointed an old school board member, Randy Neighbor, who is going to fill out the rest of Tim's term. So we've got some good continuity there. But we always need people to run for these local offices, people who have passion, people who are committed to serving. And the great thing about Muscatine and Muscatine County is we've got no shortage of people who are enthusiastic. In fact, I'd like to direct some of that enthusiasm to our zoning commission. Our zoning commission is, again, not a real glamorous position, but it's an important one. Anytime anybody wants to change how they use land, let's say they want to put a building on there it's not zoned for, they want to change it from residential to commercial or agriculture, what have you, you go before the zoning commission. So these people have quite a bit of influence and quite a bit of power, but right now we're trying to find some folks who would be willing to serve and fill a position on that board. So if you're interested, please contact I think you need to contact Eric Furness in our zoning department or Nancy Schreiber, our administrative director at the county. They can certainly put you in touch. But again, what makes local government work is you. I'm just a guy who works in town. Everybody else, people just work in town, and you give it your time, and you make it work because I see the people we work with every day. I'm in Hy-Vee or over at Walmart or just downtown walking around. You realize you're serving these people, and they're your brothers and sisters. So we need our brothers and sisters to continue to step up. They've done a great job, but hey, the more the merrier.
Absolutely. Well, Nathan, it has been a real pleasure talking to you
once again
here this morning. And I want to remind everybody that we're joined by Nathan Mather here in the studio this morning, and this is brought to you in part by Comprehensive Rehab. Get with Comprehensive Rehab. They'll set up a plan for therapy for you or your family members that's going to fit you. So once again, this is Nathan Mather joining us here for Moving Forward this morning on this Wednesday, September 26th. And once again, Nathan, it's been a real pleasure having you in. It's always great to talk to you because you just kind of fill us in on some of the gaps, the things that we may not know is going on.
Hey, there's always stuff going on, man. It's good to be here. Thanks for the opportunity.
Absolutely. Once again, we say thanks to Nathan for joining us here on Moving Forward here on this Wednesday, September 26th. It's brought to you by Muscatine Power and Water. MocLink is always Muscatine's fastest internet, and gigabit speed is coming. I'm looking forward to that. I'll tell you that. MocLink TV beats satellite and includes video, music, streaming, new subscribers. Save big, even more when you bundle. Learn more at mpw.org. Again, I'm Jordan Davis. Thanks for joining us here for Moving Forward on thevoiceofmuscatine.com.